here. 1212, episode 23. Mike Camilleri.
Bobby Farnham.
Bobby Nystrom.
Ooh.
I mean, obviously, Kevin. I mean, Kevin wins.
4 cups, game winner, overtime game winner.
I don't even know who Bobby Fartham is.
I've never heard of that.
Another,
That's like
another running mate of mine.
Oh yeah,
your college running mates.
Yeah, New Jersey Devil.
Another guy that didn't make it.
No, he was in the league. He played for Pittsburgh and for New Jersey. And a true mucker. True mucker. You would love his game.
He was in the league.
He was in the league.
I'm worried about guys that
Scrapper, dude.
in the league.
Sean, whatever you got going on right now, I'm into it.
Thin layer of clouds in the open sky. All the stars are handles on doors. If I could touch them with my fingers, they would open up. And a sea of love, ruby waves, would pour down on my head. An ocean of love would carry me up from the prison of lies.
We're going to get a source.
That's Ruby Waves, Trey Anastasio. I wanted to just go on the record, first of all, and say, you know what? I'm not going to swear anymore.
Really?
I don't think it's becoming. I'm a dad, you know, but I'm emotional and I'm passionate, okay? But I just feel like
It's unbecoming.
it's a little unbecoming, and I like it. You know, don't get me wrong. I like to use the word fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I think if there's a happy medium. I mean, I hear what you're saying. You want to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe cuckolds and like that kind of stuff could go away.
I was going to say, you did call all Toronto fans
It's cuckolds.
Yeah.
human cucks.
Human
Yeah,
cuckies.
that's gross.
That's
It's
gross.
a-
But
it's a
I
gross.
have had the thought too, because
And this coming from a guy who I'm so anti-porn.
Yeah.
That word is just, I don't even like that word.
Well,
I
you
can't
know-
believe I said it.
If you don't swear, we can make this show for kids, and then we get even more views on YouTube. That's a thing.
I don't know that we're ready to make it for kids yet. We do have a correction.
Yes.
And as we know, the quick shift viewers are great.
Yeah.
For me, because they back up my thoughts. And we clowned that kid with the mustard, and apparently the mustard is to combat cramps.
Do you believe that? I saw it in the
Be
comments
a weird
section.
thing to make up. So
Did
quick
anybody-
shift peeps, back us up
You
here.
know what else
give us-
combats cramps?
What?
Water.
Well, maybe mustard, you know, is listen, based on that dude's reaction. Look, if he wasn't wearing number 66, I would send out an official apology.
Right.
He's still in trouble for wearing
I agree.
66.
I agree.
That said, if it was for cramps, because he did look uncomfortable doing it, I don't know.
And let's get a name check on that kid from
Let's get a
somebody,
name check
by the
and let's
way.
let's find out some information.
And also, speaking of water, Scotty, you sent us a clip last night of you on the bench post-shift roller hockey. Now, originally, just off the top of my head, it reminded me of the sound of watching a fat police officer run with his body cam on. But
Right,
you-
and his tool and his belt, his gun belt.
But you were seated, and you know what it sounded? It sounded like a man that just ran away from a wild pig or a boar.
Sounds like a man who's just got off the battlefield.
I mean,
And Scotty's
fucking
in Scotty's
playing, bro.
defense, like to sit there and be playing, and he also knows that he has to come back with a certain amount of content to it. He's got to come back with something,
Yeah.
especially when he tries to drop a stat line on us. He had a 5-point night. Scotty Draisaitl.
holy fuck, dude, you were out of
6-5 win.
breath, bro.
6-5 win. Also,
You sounded like my dad when he walked down to the Laurel Canyon General Store and then back up the hill.
Scotty, how many guys were on the bench?
we had 3 subs.
You had 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you
But I
didn't-
also went-
come on,
I
you're gonna
went-
tell me that third period you weren't floating around that 50-yard
Bro, I was
line?
floating the whole fucking game.
Right.
Well, that's scary because
dude,
if that was after a float shift, if that's how you sounded breath-wise,
Has he
went-
seen the clip?
I went 0
Has he?
I went 0 to 100. I was retired. I became unretired. Of course, I'm going to be breathing heavy. Guys, check out my vlog right here. It's
Check- dude.
there's a card there.
Sean,
I sent it
wait-
to you. Pups
wait
doesn't
till-
even fucking
wait
see
till
me
you
yet.
see
oh,
this,
you're
Sean.
dropping personal vlogs now on our
this
show?
is this is vlog worthy.
It was
bro.
cleared.
We
by,
have no
it was
fucking
cleared by
clips.
CEO Connolly.
Yeah, it's
I
good
just
stuff,
swore.
bro.
I just swore.
He
That was
By the way, Scotty is. You look good, bro.
Do you want me to put a swear
Yes,
meter up?
a
So every
swear
time you
jar.
swear, I'm gonna ting.
yes, please.
Might delay the edit. A
That
little
was just
Might
that was
delay.
impulsive.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Well,
other-
yeah, we have no clips.
you know
we don't
what-
get clips,
do
but
you-
you're making vlogs and you're posting it now on
You
our
also
show.
know that this guy is now officially rocking the 16 out there.
Well, I've always
Were you
worn
16 last season?
I've always worn 16 for my dad. It just happened that
Well,
pups came into my life.
last night I
that's
saw
a
you
healthy
score that.
coincidence.
I saw you score that goal, and I was thinking that looks.
Oh,
like
you have
ace.
game footage?
Oh, the vlog is great, bro. You're
why I
gonna
said-
love it.
so I said
by the
check
way,
your
it's
text.
a minute and a half long. You're gonna love it. Let's get into some hockey.
Yeah. You're going to love it.
You're an
love it.
animal.
It's great.
All right, so we're going to start off with some old school stuff. Today, May 4th, 2009, Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin had their dueling hat tricks.
Before we roll this clip, can anybody tell me what the blue hat emoji means?
It's a good question.
It's for a hat trick.
Oh, hat trick.
okay.
But,
and this one.
but usually the kids use it for cap.
Oh, really?
Like if you're lying,
yeah.
cap.
Cap.
Yeah, real quick,
cap.
but I mean, this is just the best.
Matching hatties.
Yeah, old school stuff.
Yeah. Big time players play big time games.
So Sean's been saying.
Like, and Jack Eichel. Hey, Jackie boy. Not a bad game last night.
He's got style too.
He looks good.
Grace.
We got that full game highlight at the end, but
Okay.
he did have a very very good game.
Okay.
Isn't it kind of weird to watch the playoffs without Ovechkin and Sid this
it is.
early?
Change the guards.
Change your guards, yeah.
You're going
I
to be
don't-
looking at McDavid and Draisaitl on the players for the next 15 years like that.
I don't mind the change of guard,
Well, it has to happen eventually.
But it's so funny, like Sid. You see all these guys now batting pucks out of air, like the Islander goal, right? Sid was doing this way back in the day. Everything has originated from somebody at a certain point. Sid with the knee down.
Was Sid an early knee down guy?
Fuck, one of the early operators. I apologize again. Let's get right into this. Go
Did
ahead.
he get fired?
There's no audio on this. Are you able to talk over it?
Oh, I certainly am.
Oh, yeah, you fill it up, Sean. Go for
I
it.
certainly am.
Don't
So
remember, don't curse.
I'm not. So I saw this yesterday, and disappointment was the first thing that came to mind. Okay, so Kevin, you're a New York Yankee fan, right?
Correct.
Could you imagine if a manager ever stood on a podium at the end of the season with George Steinbrenner in the backgrounds and said what this guy said, where he essentially said, "What do you mean? We had a great regular season."
You'll never hear that from Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone will be the first one to say it's World Series or it's a fail season.
And what would Steinbrenner have done
Steinbrenner will be rolling over in his grave,
if that
thinking about the Rangers.
Right. Yeah. So this guy's not cut out for it. I'm just going to keep it very simple. I'm not going to get emotional. This guy's not cut out for a big market. Okay. He's not the coach to take that team to the promised land. I believe that everyone is probably doing everything they can to convince Jim Dolan not to fire him yesterday. Okay. What this says to your players is also, oh, it's okay. No problem, guys.
Right.
And then for him to pull a little bit of a tantrum and actually, when you
I
get
didn't
triggered,
hear it, so what do they do? Just
he asked the media essentially at the end, he said to them, I can't believe I'm answering questions about getting fired.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro. Hey.
Yeah.
You're
By the
in
way,
New
Aaron
York City.
Boone might have gotten fired for saying that.
Yeah.
He might have snuck by for losing and then gotten fired for saying that.
Do you not understand the fabric of the people that you're dealing with in that city?
In that market, because also they pay for it.
Yes.
As well. That's the problem. Sean, let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question about coaches. And I get it. Right now, whatever happens with Lane Lambert. Now, remember, Lane Lambert was kind of an interim coach. He was Barry Trotz's assistant. Whether or not he goes or stays, I don't know. I have no clue. But
Well, you
why
haven't
is it-
officially called for his head yet.
I haven't yet.
Are you ready to?
Not yet. Not yet. It may be coming. I don't know. We'll see. But why is it the same? And football's no different, and basketball's no different. I mean, come on, bro. And don't get me wrong. He might be the best coach for the job, but like, Daryl Sutter is coming from Calgary.
Yeah.
It's like, why is it the same? And I love a good Torts fucking post game clip. How is it the same 5-6 guys? Aren't there other guys in the coaching system that somebody could come in? Isn't it talk about a changing of the guard? How many times are we going to go Babcock, Gallant,
you also
Sutter? Come on.
Look at someone like John Cooper, who kind of climbed his way up through the ranks.
Right.
Guy.
Oh, he's around forever.
Right, but
he's
he
going to
had
have
to-
5 more stops.
Yeah, but that's
course.
that's a rarity of a guy
Yes.
that can deal with all the political BS that you have to deal with and the butts that you have to kiss and playing the game versus, sometimes there's guys like Rick Tocchet because he's been blessed by Gretz and he's got that golden touch.
He's also was a great player, and he was an assistant for a long time. I
Of
mean, he
course,
earned it.
and not to take anything away from Talk, but I don't think he's the best coach in the world. Okay, now, if you picked up the phone and you called me and you said, you know what, like if Mr. Dolan said, you know what, he'd be the only person that could do this. Go ahead, You got
maybe
the
we
team.
start you off as a bench coach.
A bench coach.
Right.
I'm the head coach.
No,
Yeah.
no. You can't go right to the one seat, bro. What are you talking about?
No, I what do you mean?
I'm just saying.
What?
Like,
I didn't play the game. I don't know the. I mean,
you
I
do
could-
know the game. I'm
you
not
just
questioning
you
your
call
heart.
me and go, Sean, you're the head coach. Okay, great. I'll get a
I
suit.
would say, Sean, well, we'll start.
I'm
we're
going
gonna
to
start
rent
you.
a house in Westchester.
We're gonna
and you know
start you
what?
in the minors. We're gonna start you in Bridgeport.
Why?
See what you do down there.
Why?
And if you can
what a
put some-
waste of time that would be. What a waste of talent that would be. I'm ready to go. And then I say, you know what? Okay, great. Now I got a staff. Now I got to find my staff.
By the way,
and the
by the way,
staff.
the Islanders got a shit ton of for doing that with Garth Snow, but and
look
again,
how that turned out.
Well, listen,
pretty good.
pretty fucking good is right. So when are we going to start to see some new faces? And not to say that you're not ready yet, Sean, but I'm saying when is this? Is this really going to be another recycling of the same names?
Well, listen.
Come
if
on,
you
let's
take
get
a
some
guy
new
like,
guys.
Well, Steve Yzerman went and he hired John Cooper's assistant, which, in my opinion,
Makes
you know,
sense, right?
makes sense, right? A guy that learned
Couple
from
rings.
right, exactly. I'll come back to me. If you pick up the phone and you call me, I go, great, let's go. I don't know how long I can give you. I might just 2 years just to get this train on the tracks.
Maybe just bring you in for the playoff run.
you know, clean
Come in
everything
mid-
up, get this thing rolling, and then I'm out because ultimately I care about something else more.
You'd probably give a hell of a pregame speech.
Not to spend too much time on it. What kind of coach would you be? Player coach, hard ass?
The best.
The problem with Sean is that
Just
he's,
straight up the
he's, to the quick shift fans out there, Sean is like way nicer than he wants to let you
Right.
let on
Exactly.
with his chain and his wife beater. Like he's a really nice guy, regardless of what you might think
Yes.
or comment. So,
But it would
I
also
don't
be-
think you're mean to. I just don't see you being mean to players. I see you uplifting guys.
I got to tell you a funny story. When I was in Dallas and things were a little bit rocky, and,
Yeah,
and Dave
got rocky out
Tippett,
there.
I got the call from Dave Tippett to come over to his house for dinner with his wife. So if I had proposed that invite, dinner would have been awesome, right?
Right.
It was the most awkward dinner. It was worse than Jamie Foxx and Pacino when they ate the gumbo in Any Given Sunday. Okay, this was a disaster. I would play psychological warfare, and I would call a guy's mom after a game. I would call a player's mother
Or father.
or yes, but
You call
in some-
Mr. You call Mr. Kachuk and say, give this kid a good smack on the head.
You
Not
think
that
I
they
wouldn't?
need it.
You think I wouldn't tap into that resource?
If that resource is available,
And
why
do you
not?
think anyone really is? I mean, and by the way, let's not forget, Mr. Kachuk could be the single-handed savior of the Florida Panthers, who called them out with 2 weeks left in
he
the
did
season.
get him going?
I mean,
Get him going.
What a guy! So that's the type
Let's
of
get him a
coach I
ring,
would be.
if it
Yeah,
works.
he
Let's get
should.
him a ring.
He should put that down. Mark that down, will you?
Can I be on your staff? I'll be the video guy.
You guys would be
Bring me in.
stick you in the booth so you can catch that offsides on the
Why not?
entry.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'd be great at that.
You know,
I'd be a great video. I'd be like, yo, he's offsides. Call it.
Jerry Deneen.
Flag.
Give Scott the call. Call up. See if it was off.
Shout out Jerry Deneen from the legendary Deneen hockey family, who was the video guy when I was on the Rangers. Hardest job in hockey, you would last maybe a week.
Oh, I don't think so.
And
You have to
relation-
clip after game, back-to-back games. You're on the
You
flight.
have to clip
clipping
between periods.
everything. You
You
clip.
got to clip between periods,
You
Scotty.
clip-
Listen, with your current internet
clip
service,
hard,
you'd be
bro.
fired in about 2 hours.
I clip hard.
Oh yeah.
I clip
yeah,
very
yeah.
hard.
You clip your own vlog.
What is this that we're watching?
This was actually pretty funny.
Jack Hughes is devastatingly handsome.
Transitioning over to.
Fucking
He's
love
like
this guy.
he's like a young Matt Dillon
I want to
outsider.
date this guy.
He also kind of
He
looks
would've
like
been a great outsider.
He looks like OC in Miracle. Nothing. Nothing. What the fuck?
It's been a minute since I've seen it.
Well, people in the comments subscribe. Let me
Like,
know if I was.
subscribe.
If
And
I
tell
was
me
right
about
on my
those mustard
OC
creams.
reference.
Tell me
This was great. This
yeah.
was
So
great.
Sebastian Aho.
What is this? You haven't seen this yet, Kev?
So a fan photoshopped Aho's head onto someone next to Jack Hughes' mother, and it's behind him on the bench right here. Pretty good troll. Pretty good troll move.
Hey, listen, bets are off. It's playoffs.
See it right back
The
there.
problem is, do you think
He
this
looks
kid
really bothered.
cares?
The guy's got ice in his veins.
He should be
He's
bothered.
14 years old. He's got ice in his veins. He don't give a fuck. I'm sure he thought it was funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Carolina gave a proper fucking dick kicking.
Oh my god!
Just waxed him.
And it was, even though, and I know the Islanders are accused of this, it was kind of a boring game.
Guys,
too,
we
wasn't
can
it?
we can make this a quick segment.
No,
okay?
I was gonna suggest that.
All right. Well, I already did.
And this Schmid kid,
Listen.
am I saying his name right? Schmid, the Devils
So-
goalie.
doesn't matter. Yeah,
Well,
whatever. He had a bad one.
He had a bad
Okay.
game, but I think he's good.
But hey, this is also very reminiscent of the beginning of the Ranger series.
Well, I wasn't gonna use that
there.
reference, but listen, they're just getting their feet wet.
Yeah,
Okay, we're fine.
This is gonna go. This is gonna go a
going
bunch of
7.
games.
Don't
Six or
worry,
7, yeah.
we're all set.
My point exactly. Did that series not just go 7, fellas?
Yeah. I can't wait to see your vlog.
Oh, by the way,
we
it
can
does
toss
not.
it in
It
if
does
you
not
want to.
disappoint. Does not disappoint.
Are you
Here's
gonna
my
make
boy.
us talk through this?
Here's no. But here's the other thing.
No,
here's the
we can
other
move
note I
forward.
want. Here's the other note I wanted to make. Aside
Yeah.
from my guys, the Edmonton Oilers,
Yeah.
who we're going to cover
Tough
that, but they
night.
will win. Tough night for them. I also have a personal in my Coachella pick and Freddie Anderson. I'd be lying now that the dust has settled a little bit with the honors. I'm lying if I'm not.
So you're
saying,
pulling for Carolina a little
not,
bit.
not really, but I want to see Freddie Anderson succeed.
He
Yeah.
almost got his head ripped off last night.
I know. I
You see
saw that.
Good for him. Good for him.
Good for him. He's in the game. He got his spot back. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll move forward here to Draisaitl. He's got had a 4-goal night. He's got 11 through 7 games. The guy's a fucking stud.
All right, he's not your guy, bro.
He's not your guy.
He's not
Can't
your
be.
guy. You first said what does he look like on another team?
Yeah.
And then you tried to claim him as your guy.
So here's the problem: is that
He's my guy.
We've only had 23 episodes. All right,
Mm-hmm.
if we've done 60 episodes, I've been talking about Draisaitl sort of as my quasi guy for months.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the original. He's really the master of the knee down. I mean, nobody knees down like Draisaitl.
Scotty,
okay?
what did I tell you before the game started yesterday? Scotty and I were looking at the betting board, and for Conn Smythe, which is kind of a little early,
Yeah.
McDavid is plus 500 and Draisaitl is plus 1,000. Maybe that changed last night. We should have jumped on that bet yesterday.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's very good.
$100 to win 1,000.
But you also got to win the Stanley Cup.
Well, you got to win the stand,
No,
or
you
you got to
don't.
get there. Jaguar won it without winning the cup.
Yeah, but he doesn't know these things, Kev.
how many
You're on a
pe-
different
It's
plane.
tough. It's
You're on a
tough.
different
if you
plane.
lose the Stanley Cup Finals, you don't get the Conn Smythe.
Jaguar,
Yes,
for the
I'm
Ducks
aware
got it.
that there's been a few.
There's been
but-
one.
Okay, well, you do. If you have an outstanding performance like 11
I want to
goals
tell you
in
something
the
more
first 7
important.
games.
After my roller hockey game or during my roller hockey game, I came off after a shift, and Maurice, the head coach of the Double Miners, I had a nice one-timer and said I look like Draisaitl out there.
Okay.
We got to get this guy on the pod, Sean. You're going to love him.
You're going to love him.
You must not have been able to answer back because you were trying to actually stay alive
Yeah,
by
that's true.
catching your breath.
Hey, I have admitted conditioning not a strong point in my game.
Let's tell you.
Yeah, okay,
Can we
so-
talk about the goaltending here?
well, yeah, sure.
Is this good goal scoring or bad goaltending? Is it time for Johnny Quick?
Well, hey, Kev. I mean, listen.
Draisaitl drops a 4-pack on you.
You wanted to pull Varlamov after game 1.
No,
so,
I wanted to maybe give Varley a shot.
you can't pull them if they're winning.
Though they weren't winning, obviously.
No, I'm saying Vegas can't.
I know.
Can't make
I
the
just
change.
I don't know. I'm ready for a little Johnny
I
Quick.
will say that collectively, I watched this game. I don't think that the Vegas Golden Knights could have played a better game.
Right.
Like the way that they are coached
Weathered the storm.
and how tight their box is and how difficult. I mean, you're still going to give up 3 or 4 every night against these guys. Stay out of the box. Pietrangelo, bad penalty. It's fine. But they played perfect. How tight their box was. And they answered the bell after every single goal.
When that score was 5-4,
Mm-hmm.
Golden Knights, with like 10, 12 minutes left, I said, there is a 0% chance that Edmonton doesn't score.
Yeah.
They are 100% tying this game, and they held them off.
Yeah, yeah.
They answered the bell.
And listen, Eichel, he didn't have a Connor McDavid game, but
Or a Draisaitl game.
or a Draisaitl game, but he had a great steal at the end. He's coming on. I'll tell you, Vegas is dangerous.
Talking to steal on McDavid for the empty netter.
Yeah,
Great play.
it was a great play.
Did you see the Draisaitl interview after the game?
Was he mad?
He shut down the 4-goal conversation.
Good.
Did he?
Good.
It means nothing.
I love it.
Good.
Nothing. And by the way, he wasn't reading the company line. He was mad.
Out of all the things, the lists of things that stop dehydration, I bet you if we Googled it, mustard would probably not be on the list.
It should be
or
opposite.
at the bottom of the list.
Right.
All right. I just looked at their jerseys and I was like, mustard.
What happened to the old orange slices? You orange slice guy in
Soccer.
between periods?
Yeah, it's soccer. I was a
played
soccer
soccer?
player.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't do it for hockey?
No, it was a soccer thing. It was more of a summer thing, Scotty.
There's got to be more to that
I always
story. There's got to be more to that. This goal is unreal. Look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I mean,
Just so the touch
just
on that
playing with
banana
him.
blade,
Just playing with him.
it's incredible.
You know who else I like too? And we've talked about it, but this Bouchard kid, it's wide open for him.
Yeah.
right?
No, he's got the big shot, and
And they're all worried about McDavid and Draisaitl and Evander Kane.
I'll tell you another thing. First time I've ever caught like a full Vegas pregame.
It's wild.
Right.
Talk about a circus.
Well, they have to do it.
Yeah.
They got to do it.
But do the players not complain or nobody complains? Like that
I'm
is
sure the clock in the locker room doesn't run down until they're done with all their bullshit. What do you mean?
Well, no, the other team was out by the time like the Canadian national anthem. It was I could not believe what was going on, is that the thing you guys were talking about? They go,
Yeah, he cranked the horn.
They cranked the horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah,
Did
but
they invent that?
no.
There's horns all over.
Yeah, everybody's got a horn.
You can crank anyone's horn anywhere.
I think
Carolina's got a horn.
How much
Carolina's
crank horn,
By the way,
horn cranking is going
Yo,
on?
the Islanders, Macchio and Tonelli cranked the Islander horn, and they tried to bring back the 80
Danielson
old school
cranked the horn?
and it fucking flopped.
Avery over here, tight box and cranking horns.
Yo,
What else?
I was gonna say, Draisaitl. Oh, I know Evander Kane's good, and we talk about his release and all that, but I mean, his game is way open playing with these guys. Stupid question, right?
Yeah, but I also think that so he's not on the first power play, right? Which is, I mean, it's wild. But I saw him on the bench after a power play goal was scored, and I looked into his eyes, and he was genuinely happy.
Right.
And that's a good sign. All right, when a guy that should, probably wants to be on the first PP and they go out there and they get a power play goal. Nice pass by Eichel. They get a power play goal. He looked like he was all in.
He's probably thinking that ring would look nice on him.
Yeah.
He's thinking.
You're right.
I don't give a fuck. What
Is that
what
Hyman?
Hyman,
Yeah.
Zach Hyman, yeah. He's a mucker.
I don't need to play on any power play. Just put me on a team that
Right.
wins.
Yeah. Well, you're a team guy, Kev. You're the polisher.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I want. Can we just hold till, or I'll dub it in. I just
Yeah.
wanted to put in the Eichel steal on McDavid.
Oh, okay.
Hell of a play.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Wow, that's just a nice goal. Right
great
there,
tip.
too.
Jack, he just looks good.
Yeah.
I've never seen a redheaded kid with curlier hair in my life, Kev.
Great. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I think
it's-
we can
My
we
hair.
can talk
yeah,
on
it's
this.
straight. I mean, he's got.
Where did his hair come from? How does that happen?
How does it happen?
It's the curliest hair. I've never seen anything like it.
Like, does his hair like pop out of the helmet when he does his thing too? It's
I
like,
think he has to. There's treatments, or he has to keep it short or something. But
You think he
keeps
likes it?
I thought he keeps it high and tight.
he does.
Doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
right.
mean,
Sides and
he's got like a puff thing going.
On top. Yeah. I like his game.
Vegas is good, maybe as
Hey,
well.
hey, maybe just a quick reminder. We got some game twos tonight.
Yeah,
Couple
couple big game twos.
of big game twos.
Toronto's got a rebounder. It's over, right? I mean, that's
Well, hey, you never know. You never know. But I just hope Florida brings the heat.
I know you hate predictions. Will you just give me a fucking prediction?
I just hope Florida brings the heat.
Florida's going to be a tough out, man. I think you're going to see Edmonton and Florida in the Stanley Cup Finals.
I hope they bring back the Rats.
What did we say if it was Florida and Dallas?
Seattle Kraken. would be a
Seattle
disaster,
Kraken.
Right? Is that a disaster for the NHL? No disrespect.
Kev, I don't think
Kraken.
you should entertain those conversations with Scotty.
Well, in
You know?
fact, Cons brought it up.
It would never be a problem for me, but it is a fact that the Yankees and Dodgers are the big matchup, and the
Right.
Rangers and the Oilers, or the Rangers and the Kings, or whatever.
Yeah, it's always better
Big
when it's
markets.
big
Just
markets.
well, the numbers are the numbers.
I tell you, I'd like to see Vegas. You imagine a Stanley Cup final in Vegas?
They already had one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah,
Lost to
probably.
Washington.
It was pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's a good game.
Okay.
First series.
All right. Well,
Empty netter, man.
shall we?
Yeah. I don't like rushing through episodes.
Do you feel like we rushed through this
I
one?
felt like we rushed through a little bit, yeah.
I feel like we hit everything we needed to hit,
Well, as long as you
and
feel
we're
good,
going
Pups.
every day, bud.
I know we're going every day.
And you're only one man,
I'm only one man.
so
All right, let's get this up pregame for
But
the Leafies.
hey, like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the content.
okay.
Quick shift.